English listening activities.
Unit 16. How did you meet your wife? Task 2. 3 people are describing how they met their husband or wife. Listen and fill in the husband or wife's name. Then listen again and write down how each couple met. 1.
Hey Liz, Charlotte. Have you been reading Dear Abby lately? It's full of letters about how couples met for the first time. I'm thinking of sending in my own story.
Really, Chuck? How did you and your wife meet?
It's kind of strange, actually. I first met Julia at my brother's graduation. She was dating him at the time, and we just got to know each other casually. Finally, after they broke up, we started going out.
2.
How did you and your husband meet, Liz?
Oh, Michael and I met at my last job. When I started there, he was in the next office. We went out one night and had a great time.
And you've been together for how long? 25 years?
It will be 20...
Believe it or not, I met him through an introduction agency. I had just moved here from Indiana, and I didn't know anyone. Well, one day I saw this ad in the newspaper for an introduction agency, and I thought, why not?
Yeah, and what happened?
Well, my first date was with a guy named Bruce. What a disaster. I never saw him again. But then I tried dating another guy. This is my husband, Brad. And it was so funny because he was just like me. We've been together ever since.
Task 3. Listen to the conversation and number the information 1 through 7 in the order you hear it. Then listen again. What are the 3 things Anthony likes?
So, Laura, how did the blind date go last night?
Well, it wasn't exactly a blind date. I found out a little bit about him through the introduction agency before we went out.
Yeah, but you can never tell until you meet them, so...
It was fine. His name's Anthony. Band at the Blue Moon.
Oh, come on, Laura. Is he tall, short?
He's kind of tall, I guess. A bit taller than me.
And?
I don't know. Short black hair. Generally speaking, he's a good-looking guy. Oh, and he's got blue eyes.
What does he do?
He's a classical musician.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he plays down at the Symphony Hall. He's in the city orchestra.
Wow. So what did you talk about?
The usual stuff. Like I said, he really likes music, so we spent a lot of time talking about our favorite bands. He sort of likes traveling, too, so we talked about the places we've been. Oh, and he likes golf, so we're probably going to play around this weekend.
Task 4. In spoken English, kind of and sort of are sometimes reduced to kinda and sorta. Listen to the examples. Then listen and circle reduced or not reduced. Listen again and practice. Example 2.
She's sort of tall. She's sort of tall.
1.
I'm kind of a lazy guy.
2.
She's sort of cute, isn't she?
3.
Billy is okay. He's just kind of shy.
4.
Her hair is sort of reddish-brown.
5.
Isn't Jin-Soo kind of young for you?
6.
He's sort of an unfriendly person.
Task 5. Listen to the people describe themselves on an introduction agency tape. Check the information that is true for each person. Then listen again and label each picture with the correct name. Who would make the best partners?
Hello, my name is Ellen. I'm 22 years old. I have short, dark hair and brown eyes. I'm not very tall. Well, actually, I'm kind of short. In my spare time, I like to play sports and listen to music, and I'd like to meet someone who shares the same interests. Thank you.
My name is John. I'm 28 years old. I'm average height with reddish-brown hair and blue eyes. Oh, and I wear glasses. Let's see. I work as a computer programmer. On weekends, I like going out and having a good time. I also like to watch sports on TV and go to a football game once in a while. To be honest, I'm not that great at talking, but I'm a pretty good listener.
My name is Shelley. I'm 26, and I'm average height with blonde hair and blue eyes. I have my own business. I work at home, which is nice. In my spare time, I like to cook, to listen to music, and to watch movies. Oh, and I like visiting other countries. I want to meet someone who enjoys reading and talking, and he must be a good listener.
With very short brown hair and brown eyes. I'm a mathematics teacher. I like all kinds of sports. I play tennis and I swim. I want to meet someone who also enjoys tennis and who likes the outdoors.
Hello, my name is Paul. I guess I'm kind of short. I have long dark hair and brown eyes. My home is in Madison Heights, but I work in the city. I like pop music, fast cars, and going to parties. Oh, and I also love traveling. I'd like to meet someone who shares these interests, who laughs a lot, and who likes to have fun.
Hi, I'm Ida. I'm 23 and I work at a school here in town. Let's see, I'm average height and I've got long brown hair and brown eyes. I'm not an especially outgoing person. I prefer to stay home and talk or rent a video. I love music, so the person I meet... Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Are you tall?
2.
Do you often go to parties?
3.
What color are your eyes?
4.
Do you like sports?
5.
Do you like going out and having a good time?
Describing yourself. Sample dialogue.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 31. I'm kind of tall. I have brown hair and green eyes.
And how would you describe your personality?
I guess I'm kind of an outgoing guy.
Okay. What kind of person would you like to meet?
I'm looking for someone who's also tall, who likes to talk and have fun.
I just need to find out a few more things.
Useful expressions.
Could you describe your appearance for me?
I'm about average height and I have blonde hair.
So things do you do in your spare time?
Does your partner have to be the same age as you?
I want to meet someone with a good sense of humor.
In focus. Love at first sight. Advice columnist Jean Phillips and her daughter Pauline, who answer letters in the popular Dear Abby column, occasionally run readers' accounts of how they met their spouses. According to the letters, people have met future partners in places ranging from train cars to World War II bomb shelters. Do you have a story about how you met your partner or a close friend? Do you know any couples or friends who met under unusual circumstances?
I met my best friend on the subway. We got off at the same stop and have hardly been apart since.
My girlfriend and I grew up together. I guess we'll probably get married someday.
Unit 17. Why don't we buy a new car? Task 2. Listen. Is the person making a suggestion, accepting a suggestion, or rejecting a suggestion? Circle suggest, accept, or reject. Then listen again and check your answers. 1.
How about a game of tennis?
2.
I'd rather not. I'm too tired.
3.
Why don't we visit your brother?
4.
Sounds good. We can go on Sunday.
5.
Let's drive to the beach this weekend.
6.
I can't afford it.
Task 3. Listen to the conversations and check true or false. Then listen again. Circle the names of the people who are having dinner together on Saturday. 1.
Bad news, Damon. The washer is broken again.
But we just had it repaired a week.
Work.
Well, should I try to fix it?
How about just buying a new washer?
All right. We can look for one on Saturday.
2.
Hello?
Hi, Hiroko. Are we still getting together on Saturday?
Oh, Sherry, hi. Let me see. Damon and I are going shopping for a new washer on Saturday afternoon, but let's have dinner together that night.
Sounds good. You can come over to our house. I'll tell Jack.
We'll be there.
3.
Jack, I just spoke to Hiroko. She and Damon are coming here for dinner on Saturday night.
Saturday night? Yeah, that's fine with me. Say, why don't we go golfing on Saturday morning? We haven't played for a couple of months.
I'd rather not, Jack. My shoulder still hurts from that tennis match on Tuesday.
All right, another time then.
4.
Hello?
Hello, Sherry.
Isabel, hey, what's up, big sister?
I'm just calling to tell you Ann Jones is having an art exhibition on Sunday.
Our house for dinner on Saturday night, say about 7?
Okay, I'll be there. Oh, and can Jeff come too?
Sure, the more the merrier.
5. Jeff, I just spoke to Sherry on the phone. How about going to her place for dinner on Saturday?
I don't think so, Isabel. I'm having dinner with some Japanese clients on Saturday night. Give my regards to Sherry and Jack when you see them.
Will do. Task 4. In spoken English, people sometimes drop unneeded words. Listen to the example. Then listen and draw a line through the words that are dropped. Listen again and practice. Example.
I have some bad news, Damon. Bad news, Damon.
1.
Let's buy the blue one.
Looks kind of old.
2.
Why don't we go to that new mall?
You know where it is?
3.
Sorry, I can't.
4.
Hi, honey, I'm back.
You home already?
5.
We're going to the beach.
Mind if I come?
6.
You made it.
Sorry, I'm late.
Task 5. Paul and Demi are deciding on a movie to rent. Listen and circle the objections you hear. Then listen again and check your answers. Which movie do they decide to rent?
Have you found a video yet, Paul? You'd better hurry up or we won't have time to watch it.
Right now it's between these two.
Let me see those. Spy Game and Fight Club? Does it have to be a Brad Pitt movie?
You said I could choose, Emmy, and I want to see something with Brad Pitt.
I don't mind Brad Pitt. I'm just not crazy about your choices. Fight Club looks a bit too violent for me.
What about Spy Game?
No way. That's an action movie, isn't it? You know I don't like action. Wait a minute. Here's a Brad Pitt movie I haven't seen. Meet Joe Black.
How about watching 12 Monkeys?
I prefer something a bit more romantic.
Let's see. What about The Mexican with Julia Roberts? There's got to be some romance in that.
Sorry, I saw it about a week ago with my friend Dina.
Too bad. Well, if it has to be romantic, I guess we'd better rent Meet Joe Black.
I thought you said it was too long.
Yeah, well, if it's too long, we can just watch half of it tonight and the rest tomorrow.
Sounds good to me.
Task 6. Listen to Tom and Sally planning their vacation. How many suggestions does Sally make? Circle the number. Then listen again and fill in the blanks.
So, Sally, we should probably start thinking about our winter vacation plans.
Yeah, I think we should fly down to Florida for a couple of weeks.
I'd really prefer not to. Those holiday travel packages cost way too much.
Well, how about postponing our vacation until spring?
I don't think that's such a good idea. I'm always too...
Let's go skiing up at Sky Valley Resort for a week or so.
I'd rather not. We went skiing last year, remember?
And we had a really good time. Do you have any suggestions?
I never have any good ideas.
Okay, here's something different. How about going to the New Year's Eve party in New York City? We've always wanted to do that.
You've always wanted to. I don't really like big parties.
You're driving me crazy, Tom. All right, let's just stay home for 2 weeks.
No way. That sounds too boring. Can't you think of anything else?
Task 7. Imagine that a friend is making suggestions. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
I think we should only speak English in class.
2.
How about having a class party?
3.
Why don't we go to a movie tonight?
5.
How about taking a trip to Australia?
Making, accepting, and rejecting suggestions. Sample dialogue.
Hey, why don't we go to a soccer game on Sunday?
I'd rather not. I'm not really interested in soccer.
Well, how about going shopping instead?
That sounds good. And let's have lunch at that new Italian place.
I'd prefer somewhere else. I had Italian food last night.
Okay. Then how about trying the Vietnamese restaurant on Stanley Street?
All right. I've never had Vietnamese food.
Useful expressions.
Do you have any suggestions?
I think we should do something different.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not so sure about that.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure, go ahead.
That's a great idea.
No, I'd rather not.
But the suggestion box has probably done more to boost corporate efficiency over the years than even the most powerful computer. Suggestion boxes allow workers to recommend ways of making their jobs easier and offer employers the chance to save money, or make even more. What suggestions do you have to make your English class, your school, or company, your city, or your country run more efficiently? To make the country more efficient, let's reduce the number of politicians.
Let's improve the transit system by having more trains and buses.
How about if every...
Unit 18. She's kind of shy. Task 2. Listen and match the people to the words that describe them. Then listen again and check your answers. 1.
So what's your new teacher like? Jeffrey, isn't it?
Yeah, that's his name. He's all right. The only problem is he never stops talking. We never get a chance to say anything in class.
2.
Here's a photo of my new girlfriend, Ray.
Pretty. What's she like?
Oh, she's great. She just loves to have fun.
3.
Why don't you want to go to the party, Gloria?
I just don't, that's all. I want to stay home.
You're driving me crazy. Could you try to be a bit more flexible?
4.
Did you study for the test, Keith?
What test? I thought it was next week.
No, it's today. Do you even have your textbook?
I guess I forgot it.
5.
Have you seen Irene?
No, not for a while. She probably went out for a coffee.
Again? She never...
6.
Hey, is that your brother over there?
Yeah, he likes to sit by himself.
Does he ever talk to anyone?
No, Phil doesn't say too much. He's a good guy, though.
Task 3. 3 people are talking about the Chinese zodiac. Listen to the conversation and complete the chart. Then listen again. What animal was each of the 3 speakers born under?
Hi, Ben. Taro.
Hey, Wendy. Do you know anything about the Chinese zodiac?
A little. What do you want to know, Ben?
We're just curious.
Yeah, it's all based on animals, right?
Uh-huh. The year you were born is supposed to tell you what kind of person you are. What year were you born, Taro?
In 1979. I think I'm a sheep.
That's right. Sheep are creative people.
I don't know about that. Ben is a lot more creative than I am.
Yeah, you're more of the fun-loving type, aren't you? People born in the year of the monkey are usually fun-loving.
What about me?
Outgoing people.
That sounds about right. What about you, Wendy?
Oh, I'm a snake. Snakes are supposed to be serious people.
Serious? But you're always joking around.
Yeah, I'm not sure I believe in the Chinese zodiac. My brother was born in the year of the rat. Rats are hard-working, but he's really lazy.
Task 4. Listen and check the word you hear first in each conversation. Then listen again and practice. Example.
How's your new student?
She seems quite nice, but she's a bit quiet.
1.
I have to leave early.
How come?
I live across town.
2.
I brought some extra plates from home for the class party.
But I bought some last week. I told you.
3.
Who's the mystery guest?
You'll have to guess.
4.
I won't be there until after 6.
Why is that?
My son's sick. I have to take him.
The mall is on your right.
Task 5. Cindy is answering a magazine survey with her boyfriend Kevin. Read the survey, listen, and circle Kevin's answers. Then listen again. Does Cindy agree with Kevin's answers? Circle A for agree or D for disagree.
Hey, Kevin, why don't you take this personality survey? It'll tell you what kind of person you are.
I'm the kind of person who doesn't like personality surveys.
Oh, come on, Kevin. I'll read it to you.
All right, go ahead.
Question 1 says, do you think of yourself as lazy or hardworking? I can probably answer that one for you.
Okay, I know I'm lazy. I don't like to work too hard, especially around the house.
You're right about that. Next question. Are you more frequently patient or impatient?
I'd say I'm patient, especially when I have to wait for you.
Fun-loving.
Let me see that. Is that question 3? Yeah, I'd say that's correct. I love dancing. A good party.
And the answer to the next one is stubborn.
What? I'm a very flexible person. I always listen to your suggestions.
I don't think so, but let's go to the next question. Well, you're definitely not talkative.
That's true. It's because I'm so shy.
That's the next question. In most situations, are you shy or outgoing?
Definitely shy. I'm not too comfortable meeting new people.
I don't think that's true, but I'll circle it. Let me see. Question 7 asks if you're an organized person.
No. My desk at work is always a mess.
I'm glad you're honest about that. Finally, do you consider yourself creative or unimaginative?
I wouldn't say creative. I'm not very good at writing or painting, that sort of thing.
I think you're...
Task 6. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Do you tend to like serious people?
2.
Would you say you're an outgoing person?
3.
Do you think your best friend is an organized person?
4.
Would you want to sit next to a talkative person on a long trip?
5.
Do your friends tend to be hardworking people?
Asking and talking about personality traits. Sample dialogue.
Do you think you're hardworking or lazy?
I guess I'm lazy. I really don't like to work hard.
So would you say you're a fun-loving person?
Yes, I'm definitely not a very serious person.
Why do you think so?
Well, I love to go to parties and have a good time.
Okay. Do you tend to be a stubborn person?
Useful expressions.
But fun-loving too.
I'm pretty shy. I don't really like to meet new people.
What's your new boyfriend like?
Would you say you're a talkative person?
In focus. Chinese zodiac. The Chinese zodiac, the rotating cycle of 12 animal signs, was a folk method for naming the years in ancient China. According to tradition, all people born under the same sign are said to possess a fixed set of character traits. Find your animal sign in the chart in Task 3. How do you feel about the character traits associated with each sign? Are they accurate descriptions? Do you believe in the Chinese zodiac?
I was born in the year of the rat, but I'm lazy, not hardworking.
I'm a snake, but I'm not very serious at all. I'm more of a fun-loving person.
Unit 19. Are you free on Tuesday? Task 2. Listen. What appointments do the people have? Number the photos 1 through 5. Then listen again and write the correct day and time under each photo. 1.
Are you busy on Friday morning, Minnie?
Yeah, my aerobics class is on Friday.
That's in the evening, though, right? Around 5:30 or 6?
Actually, it's at 9 in the morning.
2.
Have you got any plans for Thursday, Deborah?
No. Wait. I have music practice.
What time is that?
2 o'clock. 3.
When's the chess club meeting, Arlene?
Oh, they changed it. It's on Tuesday at 5:30.
4.
Hey, Emily, are you doing anything on Wednesday?
Yeah, I've got to see the dentist at 3:30 on Wednesday.
Oh, did I say Wednesday? I meant Friday.
Oh, well, Friday my schedule's wide open. Do you want to get together?
To go to my part-time restaurant job at 4:30. Why?
I've got tickets to the ball game.
Task 3. Alicia is talking to her mother on the phone. Listen and complete her calendar. Then listen again and check your answers. When is Alicia planning to visit her family?
Hello?
Hello, Alicia. It's Mom.
Mom, hi. I was just about to call you.
Yes, I've been hoping you would. We haven't heard from you much since you left for college 2 weeks ago.
Sorry, Mom. I've been pretty busy. Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you're not coming to visit your father and me this weekend.
I just don't have time, Mom. I was planning to come on Friday. I even made a hair appointment so I'd look my best. But then I found out there's a special dinner for the tennis team at 6 p.m.
Why don't you come home after that?
Yeah, but I've got a date with Ken that night, and I'm also really busy on Saturday and Sunday. That's at 11 in the morning. Then there's a study group meeting in the afternoon, and then I have my part-time job at the restaurant. I've got to be there from 6 to 10 on Saturday.
What about Sunday? Could you come home just for the day?
I'd like to, but there's a run for charity at 9:30 on Sunday. And I volunteer at the library from noon to 5. Oh, and then there's the book club meeting on Sunday night. It's at my apartment this week.
Wow, you really are busy. Well, I hope you can make it home for your father's birthday. Don't forget that it's coming up in October.
October 17th. I know, Mom. I'm coming home on that day for sure.
Task 4. Listen to the examples. Notice how the highlighted sounds are pronounced. Then listen and put the words in the correct column. Listen again and practice. Example 1.
I saw John the other day.
Example 2.
I saw John on the deck.
2.
I'll meet you at the station at 5.
3.
This is my friend Todd.
4.
Did you get the letter from your brother?
5.
It must be about 8 or 9 years since we saw each other.
6.
Have you met your new neighbor?
7.
I first met him at a party.
8.
I'll see you guys at the sports center.
9.
I kept it for a couple of months.
10.
The mail carrier just called.
Task 5. Hans has to change or cancel some of his appointments this week. Listen to the conversations and make changes in his planner. Then listen again and check your answers.
Hello?
Hello, Hans. It's Carrie.
Oh, hi, Carrie. Are we still set for lunch on Monday?
Actually, that's what I'm calling about. Something...
Look at my planner. Let's see. On Tuesday, I've got a doctor's appointment at 11, but that won't take long. Yeah, lunch on Tuesday is no problem. Is noon still okay?
Yeah, noon is fine. I'll meet you at the student center.
Hans.
Oh, hi, Joe. Are you working at the restaurant tonight?
No, my next shift is on Wednesday. I just wanted to tell you that the staff meeting has been moved to Friday.
Really? I better write that down. So the staff meeting is now on Friday at 4:30 instead of Thursday?
That's right. I guess I'll see you there.
Did you hear about this week's art class, Hans?
I didn't hear anything. What's going on?
Well, I think the instructor is sick, so class is canceled this week.
Oh, yeah? When was it supposed to be again?
The class, it was supposed to be Wednesday at 4. Hopefully it won't be canceled next week.
Morning, Hans. Listen, don't forget about the football team party this weekend. It's going to be a blast.
I'll be there.
Party's on Sunday.
Oh, man. I'm supposed to have dinner with my mom and dad on Sunday night.
So come to the party after dinner or eat with your parents some other night. You cannot miss this party, Hans.
I'll be there. The party's at 9, isn't it?
No, 8. Mark it in your planner, will you? And don't be late. Hello?
Hello, Dad.
Hans, how are things? How's the football team?
Everything's great, Dad. I'm just calling about dinner on Sunday night.
Sunday, right. We can go to that new sports bar, Bernie's. Are you still free to go?
Actually, I'm not. Would you mind if we went out another night, say Saturday?
That's no problem, son. I know you're busy with the team. Let's make it 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Does that sound all right?
That's great, Dad. Hello?
Hans, Erin here. How are you?
Aaron, I didn't expect you to call. Oh, man, how come?
It turns out I've got to work on Friday morning. I'm free on Thursday, though. Why don't we play then?
Yeah, Thursday morning is okay. Same time?
Yep, I already called the golf course. I knew you'd say yes.
Okay, see you then.
Task 6. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
What time do you usually get home at night?
2.
Do you have any plans tonight?
3.
What's your schedule like on Monday?
4.
Could you make some time for a meeting on Friday morning?
5.
What nights are you free to go out this week?
Making and changing appointments. Sample dialogue.
Hey, are we still doing that charity fun run on Saturday?
Yeah. Oh, but there's a change in the time for the basketball team party on Friday. It's now at 8 o'clock. Canceled this week.
So there's no practice on Tuesday at 4:30?
That's right.
Useful expressions.
What are we doing on Saturday at 7:30?
We're already doing something at that time.
We have a study group meeting on Wednesday at 3 o'clock.
What time are we playing tennis?
Basketball practice starts at 4:30. How about changing the time to 5 o'clock?
In focus, better late than never. In North America and many other parts of the world, it is not usually necessary to be on time for casual social gatherings. When invited to a dinner party, for example, people generally arrive casually late, which means about a half hour later than the appointed time. On the other hand, punctuality is considered essential when it comes to formal gatherings like weddings. What's the attitude toward punctuality in your country? What about arriving early?
Most people I know think punctuality is important, but being late is not so bad.
Being late for a business meeting is unacceptable, but for social events, it's okay.
It's perfectly fine to arrive late for an appointment.
Unit 20. How do you like to learn? Task 2. Listen to the lecture on learning styles and complete each sentence. Then listen again and check your answers.
Different people have different ways of learning. We call this your learning style, and it's based on your senses. To learn, you need to use your different senses, hearing, seeing, touching, and so on, to bring information to your brain. Now, most people use one of their senses more than the others. For example, some people learn best by listening. They are called auditory learners, and others learn best by reading, drawing, or looking at pictures. They are called visual learners. And some learn best by touching and doing things. They are called tactile kinesthetic learners. Now, scientists don't know why people use one sense more than the others. Maybe the sense they use most just works best for them.
Task 3. Listen to people describing. Circle auditory, visual, or tactile kinesthetic. Then listen again. Do any of the people belong in more than one category? 1.
I usually talk out loud when I study.
2.
I tend to draw pictures instead of taking notes during lectures.
3.
I like to do projects that involve using my hands.
4.
I would rather listen to a book on tape than read it.
5. I like solving mazes or jigsaw puzzles. 6.
I prefer demonstrations to lectures. I'm a hands-on type of guy.
Task 4. Anna is answering questions to find out what her learning style is. Listen and number the questions 1 through 6 in the order you hear them. Then listen again and write Anna's answers in the spaces. What kind of learner is Anna?
Actually, just don't spend too much time thinking about your answers. It's better to say the first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Okay, first question. When you need to spell a word, but you aren't sure about it, what do?
When I'm not sure about the spelling?
Right. Do you say it and try to guess the spelling, or...
Oh, no, I look it up in the dictionary.
Great. Here's question number 2. What do you think of when you hear the word C-A-T?
Sorry?
When you hear the word C-A-T, do you see a picture of a cat, or do you see the word?
Oh, I see the word.
Okay. Number 3. You get a new computer, and you want to find out how it works. What do?
Oh, I get a book and read about it.
Good. You're doing great. Now, fourth question. What's the last book you read for fun?
I read a book called Bridget Jones's Diary.
Good. Number 5. Imagine you are studying for a test.
I haven't taken a test in years.
Okay, but can you remember how you studied school? What kind of class did you like the best?
Oh, English.
Good. That's it.
So?
What?
What kind of learner am I?
Oh, that's easy. You're,
Task 5. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. Then listen again and check your answers. What kind of learner are you? 1.
How would you learn to use a new cell phone?
2.
What's the last book you read for fun?
3.
What do you do when you're not sure how to spell a word?
4.
How do you study for an exam?
5.
Which type of teaching method do you prefer?
6.
In school, which of these classes did you like best?
7.
In an office, how would you prefer to learn about new company policies?
In the example. Then listen and underline the stressed syllable in each sentence. Listen again and practice. Example, you learn to speak by speaking. 1,
They learn to read by reading.
2,
I like to learn by touching.
3,
I used to learn Chinese.
4,
She studied Japanese in school.
5,
I read the book in English.
6.
I prefer to work on my own.
Asking and talking about learning styles. Sample dialogue.
Do you tend to learn a lot in lectures?
Not really. I usually can't remember much from lectures.
What if the lecturer draws diagrams on the board?
Yeah, that makes it easier. I also learn more when I draw my own diagrams.
Do you like to study from textbooks?
Sometimes it helps if the text...
Useful expressions.
Do you prefer to read a textbook or listen to a lecture?
I learn a lot more when I listen to a lecture.
Are you better at using a map or listening to directions?
I'm better at using a map. I can't remember directions.
What's the easiest way for you to learn something?
Do you think role plays help you to learn?
In focus, teaching styles. As with learning, there are a number of different styles or methods of teaching, ranging from lecturing and conducting demonstrations to leading discussions, setting tasks, and posing problems. What are the most common teaching methods used in your country? Are any changes needed in the way students are taught?
Lecturing is the most common method, but discussions are more useful.
The best way to teach is by having students solve actual problems.
Review, Unit 16 through 20. Task 1. Listen to Andy, Craig, Mel, and Stephen describe themselves on a dating agency tape. Write the correct name under each photo. Then listen again and draw lines from the people to the activities they like. One activity is extra.
Hi, I'm Andy Chu. I'm 31 years old and I work for a bank. I've got short black hair and brown eyes. I'm average height and a bit heavyset. I'm still in pretty good shape, though. My job is okay, but the thing I really like to do is travel. I've been to Europe, Africa, South America. The last trip I took was to see my grandmother in China. I love having a good time, parties, dancing. I'm a pretty good dancer. I'm looking for someone who likes to have fun as much as I do.
My name is Craig Bridges. I'm 33, with blue eyes and blonde hair. I work for the Daily Herald as a news reporter. I'm kind of a music lover. I play piano in an orchestra and I enjoy going to concerts. Just classical music, though. I don't really like pop or jazz. I also spend a lot of time volunteering. I'd like to meet someone with the same interests. Hello, my name's Mel Hitchcock. I'm a phys ed teacher at E.J. Beale High School. I'm also the football coach. I'm tall, average build, with short brown hair and blue eyes. Oh, and I've got a mustache and beard. I'm 36 years old. I like skiing, swimming, tennis, and generally staying in shape. Give me a call if you want to get together.
My name's Stephen Coolidge. I work at a small bookstore downtown. I'm 34 years old and kind of short. I've got short brown hair and brown eyes. I got into book selling because I really like to read, and I'm hoping to meet someone who likes, well, I guess I like movies too, but I prefer books. That's about it.
Task 2. Listen as Linda describes each of the men above. Match the names to the personality traits. Write A for Andy, C for Craig, M for Mel, and S for Stephen. Then listen again and circle the personality traits she likes. Cross out the ones she dislikes.
Morning, Angela. How was your weekend?
Not bad. I had a date with another one of the guys I met through the dating agency.
Really? What is that, about 3 men you've met since you joined?
Actually, it's 4, but I still haven't found one I really like.
Tell me about the guy you met on the weekend. What's his name?
Oh, it's Craig. He was all right, I guess. I like that he works so hard. He's a reporter, and he also volunteers at a youth center. I really admire him. Politics and classical music. I don't really like people who are too serious.
Well, he's got to be better than the other guys you've met. What was the name of the one you went out with last week? Stuart?
Stephen. He wasn't that bad. I kind of like shy guys.
You told me he was more than just shy. Did he even talk to you?
No, he didn't say much. I have to admit I wasn't very happy with that. I think he's more comfortable with books than people.
What about that other guy, Andy, wasn't it? He sounded like a fun guy.
Yeah, he was. I liked that about him, but he was the opposite of Stephen. He talked too much. I didn't like that.
What about the fourth guy? Wasn't he a gym teacher or something?
Yeah, Mel's very athletic. I like a guy who wants to go out and do things. Play sports, go hiking.
So what was the problem? You went hiking with him, didn't you?
Yeah, it turns out he's not very patient. He wanted to get to the end of the trail, and I just wasn't fast enough. That was...
With this dating agency? Maybe I should introduce you to some of my men friends.
Task 3. Listen to the conversations. Check the 2 suggestions you hear in each conversation. Then listen again. Which suggestions are accepted? Underline them. 1.
Hey, Jerry, let's see a movie tonight.
I'd rather not. I don't really feel like it.
Well, how about renting a video down at the corner store?
Yeah, that sounds good. We can just walk there.
2.
It's almost 1:30, Julie. Aren't you hungry?
Yeah, but I'm pretty busy right now. How about you make lunch today, Frank?
Let's just have a snack for now.
That's fine with me.
3.
Dean, what are you doing out there?
I'm just washing the car.
I wish you wouldn't waste so much time on that thing. Why don't you just sell it?
I can't sell that car. It belonged to my father. It's over 30 years old.
Oh, for heaven's sake, let's buy a new car, Dean.
Become an instructor.
No, I really like tennis, but I'm not interested in teaching it.
That's too bad. I could use a few lessons.
Why don't you play with my friend Miriam? She's a beginner, too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Task 4. Listen and check the times you hear. Then listen again and match the times with the correct pictures.
What time is it, Warren?
It's 7:30. Aren't you going to finish your breakfast?
I don't have much time. I've got a lot to do downtown today.
If you're coming into the city, we may as well have lunch together.
Okay, let's say 1 o'clock. I have an aerobics class until 12:15. Oh, and it'll have to be someplace quick.
How come?
I have a hair appointment at 2:15.
Oh, okay. What else are you doing today?
Oh, I'm meeting Maria to do some shopping at 11.
Tough day.
Well, it is my day off, you know.
Okay. Enjoy your morning. I'll see you later.
You'd better get going, too. You're not even...
Task 5. Listen and circle the answers that are right for you. 1.
Do you wear glasses?
2.
Would you describe yourself as a shy person?
3.
How's your schedule on Saturday?
4.
When you were a child, which did you like most?
5.
Are you more confident about your